Joining me to squawk to the new market week right now is Johnson Chukwu, who is a licensed trader and CEO at Cowrie Asset Management. A good evening to you, sir, and thanks for coming in on the show tonight.
Good evening, Boston, and thank you for having me.
Looking really squeaky and sweet. The holiday must have done a lot of good things to you, my friend.
Well, I think I enjoyed my Easter holidays. I hope you did as well.
Seeing is believing. Just look at you. But I know you're getting your trading day started. Another 4 days of your trading, so you've rested for Monday. Now, tell me about your today's trading day. How was this the morning after that long Easter holiday weekend? How did it go? Give me a summary of your day.
Well, you saw that the index appreciated marginally by 0.07% in the first trading day after the Easter. A few stocks actually had very strong appreciation, which is actually what propelled the index. Despite that, you saw that of the four subsectors, three were bearish and one was positive, one was bullish. But interestingly, the major stocks, the large, highly capitalized stocks, most of them did not move. So the few that moved propelled the market appreciation. You saw the likes of Maya, like we said, is a one-off appreciation, again 10%. We saw Guinness gain about 6.8%. We saw Cadbury gain about 5%. We saw FBN gain about 3%. So these few stocks that actually had very strong appreciation led to a market appreciation of gain of 0.07%.
The rally, Johnson, the rally in MTN, 4.7 billion. That's more than half of the total turnover value today. What are investors still trading in MTN?
You know, MTN keep coming up with a very positive news. MTN's payment service bank has become functional, fully approved. So investors are actually betting on the fact that MTN is not just a telecom company now, MTN is also a bank. And given the pervasiveness of their service delivery and their channel of delivery, that they will be in a position to begin to make huge revenues from its payment service bank facility or license. So investors are betting on that. Of the about 7.1 billion that was traded today, MTN accounted for more than 4.7 billion of that. And that is, like you rightly said, that's more than 50% of the market value traded today.
Interesting. If we push the debt equity aside and talk about debt market, what's your outlook for the current week? The central bank is expected to conduct an NTB tomorrow, Wednesday. What's your take on the debt side? What is it looking like with our inflation environment? The last inflation data we had for the month of March, which was close to at the doorsteps of 16%.
What I think will happen in the debt market is that because of increased liquidity and because of the restrictive nature of investment within the country, I mean, investors do not have the latitude to invest elsewhere. Irrespective of the fact that debt instruments are coming to the market that are sometimes below the inflation rate. Investors that are looking for assured return, that are not don't want to invest in variable income assets, have no choice than to invest in this. I think the patronage for primary market instrument will continue. We've seen consistently subscriptions actually being higher than offers of debt instruments in the past couple of weeks. I think that will continue. In terms of market price movement, we should see some level of price appreciation and of course, increase in yield, decrease in yield when prices appreciate. So because, like I said, there's a lot of liquidity in the market today, and that liquidity is looking for outlets. And for those who are looking for fixed income instruments, the debt markets still remain the option that they have. There's no window of investing elsewhere in the world because of non-convertibility of local currency.
Other macroeconomic headlines you're looking at with the impacts for the markets in the short term between now and the end of the month, or you think they could drive investor sentiments, even if you're taking it well into the long end of the second quarter? We're just running the first few weeks of the first month.
Yes, I think investors will be looking out for the GDP results, which should be published on the 22nd, and then on Friday this week. That will help shape the direction of the economy and define where opportunities still lie in the economy. So investors will actually watch out for the figures coming from NBS on how the economy did in the first quarter of this year. And that report, like I said, will be coming out on Friday, the 22nd of April. That will also propel some level of investment in the first month of the this month, which is the first month of the second quarter, and possibly stretch up to the month of May.
Okay, so here we are with the newly floated NGX Equity Index Futures contracts. Chat to me about this. What would you like to see happen more further in the this derivatives market that the NGX Limited has just unveiled on Thursday?
What I think will need to happen more is that the market need to quickly, the NGX need to quickly bring it on board more stockbroking houses to be involved. I think currently there are about 3 that have been pre-qualified to be involved. And that will also help bring the knowledge and these products more to more investors. Today, we have 2 of those instruments that were launched. You have the NGX 30 Futures Index, and index future, and then you have the NGS pension index future. I expect that more of, like Timi Pogola said, more of this derivative will come into the market. But you also need to broaden the market participants, particularly stockbroking houses. So the more, the merrier, and the more you have that are skilled enough to trade in this instrument, the more likely that you have more people be aware of it, and more investors will invest in these instruments. So I think that's what we need to do: expand the knowledge to as many houses as possible, and then that will help broaden market participation in the instruments.
We appreciate your analysis on the new market week and your trading day. Stay sweet. Johnson Chukwu, licensed trader and CEO at Carry Asset Management. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much.